Okay, the parole board is called to order. Time is 8:51. Today with me on the panel is Mr. Tillis to my left, Ms. Stapleton to my right. My name is Pete Freeman. I will be the chair today with staff at headquarters. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Terence Robeson.
Just hang on a second, bud.
Sir.
You good, being sorry?
I'm good now?
Yes.
Okay, would you state your name and DLC number for the record?
Hi, my name is Terence Roberson. I'm not sure my DOC number.
Okay, what about 706-020?
Yes, sir, that's it.
What's your date of birth?
5/28/1995.
Okay, all right. Okay, we're here today, Mr. Robertson, for your revocation hearing. Did you get a parole questionnaire?
No, sir.
Okay, show him his questionnaire, please. Okay, you see that form? Is that your signature at the bottom?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, you realize you're not eligible for counsel. If you'd have wanted counsel, you'd have to hire your own attorney.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you ready to proceed today without counsel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your case was assigned to Mr. Tillis, so he'll be handling it.
Good morning. I'm going to read some violations that we have on you. You can answer guilty, not guilty, or with a statement.
Yes, sir.
Violation number 4, you were arrested by the East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office on the following offense: resisting an officer. It's an unlawful for any person knowingly or intentionally. Schedule 5. It is unlawful to knowingly, intentionally possess. Schedule 2. Possession of a firearm carrying a concealed weapon by a person convicted of a certain felony. Obstruction of justice, illegally carrying a weapon, using weapon violently, drug paraphernalia, and unlawfully knowing, intentionally. Schedule 1. A hearing for a bond review on the matter was held on 3/10/26 on the 19th Judicial Court. Grant motion and I relieve the accused of any bond obligations. However, the arrest is matter still in violation of your parole. East Baton Rouge Parish District Attorney's Office has as of 5/14/26 officially billed the pending charges against the offender. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or with a statement?
Not guilty.
You want to make a statement on that?
Sure. I honestly was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I had no knowledge of no illegal activity or nothing illegal. I had nothing illegal in my possession. I didn't know anything was illegal going on where I was arrested at. I honestly was in a blind, was wrong place, wrong time.
Where were you? The place you were at? Where were you?
A place I had went to with my ex-girlfriend. I was locked out of the place I was temporarily living at. I didn't have a key. I was just recently released 2 months prior to that.
That was your first time going there?
Yes, sir. I just called my ex-girlfriend for a ride until I can get inside, but I didn't have a key.
And my colleagues have any questions?
I do. Say it again now. Was that your first time at that house?
Yes, sir.
You sure? Because they seen you at that house on several occasions.
No, sir. I don't be there.
They've been surveilling that house for a long time. And you can say with all the drugs and guns, you didn't know nothing that was going on in that house.
I honestly didn't, sir.
Okay.
I didn't see
Or
anything.
the commands of the officer.
Excuse me?
Why did you ignore the officer when he was giving you commands?
I was scared. I ain't never been through nothing like that before. I was scared. I was just trying to let my wife know that, hey, it look like I'm in trouble. I don't know what's going on. It's a lot of, I only seen stuff like that on the move. I never experienced nothing like that in my life. So I was scared to,
Okay. I have no further questions, Karen.
I'm reading the same police report that the place had been under surveillance and that a person had gone upstairs and to flush down drugs in the toilet, and that you had been seen there before, and that you're not supposed to be anywhere where there is illegal activity taking place. That's your business to know this stuff. I will not associate with people who are known to be involved in criminal activity. So that's
I'll
all.
read it.
Yeah, that's what I'm coming. She finished.
Yeah, she got it.
Mhm.
Okay, violation number 5. You were arrested by the East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office on the following offense: possession of a firearm or carrying a concealed weapon by a person convicted of a certain felony. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or with a statement?
I guilty.
Not guilty?
Yes, sir.
Okay, did you have a firearm with you?
No, sir.
Well, tell us about it. How did the firearm come up?
I don't know, sir. I mean, I wasn't the only one at that place. So, everyone that was there basically was charged with all the same charges.
And that was your first time, you say, going there, or you want to correct that?
Yes, sir. Me personally, I was just released from workforce, East Baton Rouge workforce 2 months prior to that.
And you never,
The police report makes it like I was a part of that investigation. Like I wasn't a part of that investigation. I just was caught there. I just was there, wrong place, wrong time, it's like I'm in the middle of an investigation with that whole little case, but I had nothing to do with it. I just got charged with everything, just like the rest of the people that got charged with everything.
okay. Rule number 10, you are in the arrear with parole supervision fee in the amount of $441. There has been a no payment record. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty?
The payments,
Yes.
guilty.
Okay, colleagues have any questions?
Oh, I have no further questions.
Ready to vote?
Okay, we have the officer here, Mr. Taylor. Mr. Taylor, is there anything you want to say?
Yes, good morning, everyone. I was reviewing the last hearing regarding Mr. Roberson with the parole board, and I was reviewing the parole revocation decision. There was a remark that was made during that time pending the disposition of charges, which are the charges that were just read regarding Mr. Roberson, and an approved interstate compact to Texas. And so I was reviewing through the hearing that date, and I don't know if maybe it was overlooked regarding these charges, and I wanted to come back just to elaborate a little bit more before the parole board in the event it was an oversight. If it was not an oversight, then I stand corrected. The pending charges regarding Mr. Roberson from the East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office and the Baton Rouge District Attorney's Office on March the 10th of this year regarding those hearings, there was an oral 701 motion that was granted by the court regarding the billing of these charges by the DA's office. My understanding is the DA's office has approximately 60 days to officially bill an individual or indict an individual on new charges. In this case, because the DA's office failed to, either regarding probable cause or whatever the issue may have been, the court granted the 701 motion, which relieves the accused of any bond obligation in this case. So, regarding the pending disposition at this time, the DA does have a time frame in which they can come and possibly rebuild or actually bill Mr. Roberson regarding these charges. However, we do not have a date set if that will even happen. So right now, there is nothing pending further on these particular charges.
That's, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Whether you vote in executive session, what you want?
Let's go into executive session.
I have a motion for executive session. I have a second.
Yes.
Okay. I have a motion and a second. We're going into executive session. Would you call the roll?
Stapleton,
Yes.
Tillis,
Yes.
Free.
Yes, we'll be gone for about 2 or 3 minutes to discuss confidential matters.
Yes, sir. About 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay, the panel's prepared to vote. Mr. Tillis?
My vote today is going to be revoked for rule number 4.
Ms. Carolyn?
And I concur with Mr. Tillis, revoke, rule number.
And I found the same, condition number 4 and 10. I think you knew there was drugs in that house. If you didn't, you wasn't looking around your environment too well. So can't hang around with those kind of people. Today, your parole's been revoked. Good luck to you. Okay, we're now at Jefferson Parish Correctional Center. My name is Pete Freeman. I am the chair. To my left is Mr. Tillis. To my right is Ms. Stapleton. With staff at the jail, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, this is Deputy Landry with the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office.
Okay, Deputy Landry, do you know anything about the prisoner? Any problems with him since y'all had him?
No, sir, I haven't. First time meeting him, haven't had a problem.
Thank you. Okay, and Mr. Alamos, please state your name and DOC number for the record.
Joshua Alleman, ALLEMAN, DOC number 475639.
Okay. We're here today for your revocation hearing. Do you have a parole questionnaire with you?
Yes, sir, I do.
You realize you're not eligible for appointed counsel. If you wanted counsel, you'd have to hire them.
That's fine.
Okay, so you ready to go today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Mr. Alamo. It is alleged that you violated the following conditions. You can plead guilty, not guilty, with or without a statement, and we'll go through them as we go, okay?
Yes, sir.
First one, I will submit a monthly report by the 5th of every month until I complete my supervision. I will also report to my parole officer in order to do so. You failed to report to this office for an office visit since 3/13/2024. How do you plead to that charge?
I'm not guilty.
Okay, tell me, what you reason, why you feel you're not guilty?
I mean, I was living at my brother's house and I notified the parole officer that I was living at my brother's and he was selling drugs and I just didn't want to be there. And I told him I was transferring to Jefferson Parish and he said he filed a transfer and never did.
Okay, all right, so I saw where y'all had sent some text messages. So, I mean, didn't you realize after you hadn't seen him for a while, you needed to get in touch with a parole officer?
I mean, I had called Jefferson Parish a couple of times and I mean, to no avail, they never came out and saw me.
Okay, because I mean, you're a fifth offender. You ought to know that you got to keep in touch with your parole officer or you're going to get in trouble. And I think I'd have went to the office if I'd been out that long and hadn't seen any officer. But I see where you did text on one occasion. But when they went to that residence, Jefferson turned it down. And then they couldn't locate you.
If you look at the case,
Homeless or what, but they couldn't locate you.
they I caught the new charge that they just dismissed. I was caught at that address. So I mean, even 2 years later, I was still at the same address. I never moved, never left, never.
Okay, on or about, I will not engage in any criminal activity, nor will I associate with people who are known to be involved in criminal activity. I will avoid bars and casinos. I will refrain from illegal use of alcohol or drugs. On or about 5/4/26, you engaged in the criminal conduct, aggravated assault, and municipal or traffic attachment 3 counts, and you were arrested by the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office. How do you plead to that?
Not guilty.
Okay, tell me what happened.
All right. So it was just in this charge, and if I may, this charge was caught way in October or December. I don't recall exactly which month it was, but
Right.
my daughter was engaged in a relationship with a guy named Trey Disclair, and he came to the residence where I was staying at 107 Riverside Drive, and tried to force his way into the residence. I'm sitting there making T-shirts. I own a clothing brand. I'm sitting there making T-shirts, and he tried to force his way into the residence. So I get up off the couch and I run him back out the house. Well, he's got military training in the Army, so of course I grab my razor knife and just, no, you're not welcome here. Get out of my house. And he called the police and said, I'm trying to kill him.
Okay, did you try to hold him there till the police got there?
Yes, I did. I tried to disable the vehicle. Yes.
Why did you, that's why you tried to slash the tires?
I cut one of the tires to stop him from getting away. Yes, sir. Because he has a history of strangulation. I met him in prison, and my kid met him behind my back, and got pregnant by him.
Okay,
And
all right. Okay, so there's been a little history between y'all two, in other words, then.
yes,
We can't be taking the law into our own hand. You're not a cop.
no. I mean, I wasn't trying to harm him. I was trying to stop him from getting away so they could get him, because he had
Correct.
caused my daughter to have a miscarriage at 7 months.
Gotcha. All right. I will work at the job approved by my parole officer. If I become unemployed, I will immediately report to my parole officer. You fail to provide this officer any proof of employment. How do you plead to that charge?
And not guilty.
Okay.
I notified my parole officer the reason that I didn't have a job because I had neuropathy and I couldn't hold the welding rod. And I was working at Little Caesars and he had notification of where I was working the whole time I was in Lafayette.
Okay. And what about your supervision fees?
I mean, I still have time. I never got back to work. I was trying to get this clothing thing off the ground for my kids. And
Gotcha.
I got caught up. I have a website and everything that I've been working on.
All right, we're gonna speak to some people that are here to speak on your behalf. Melinda Foy, a friend,
Yes, sir.
Ms. Foy. And try to keep your comments to 3 to 5 minutes.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Tell me what you want us to know about your friend.
I want to start by saying that I understand that, Josh has a past, and I'm not here to excuse any mistakes that he's made, but I'm here to share the person that I know him to be today and the positive impact that he's had on the people around him. Josh is one of the most caring, hardworking, and genuine people I've had the privilege of knowing. He has a big heart, and he's the type of person who will stop whatever he's doing to help someone else. He's so kind, he's friendly, and he's someone that builds relationships with everyone he meets. But what stands out most to me about Josh is the love he has for his family. He has a deep love for his mom and his children. His daughters mean the world to him. And if you can see, based on his testimony today, how much they motivate him to live a better life. His children are a major part of who he is and who he wants to continue to become. I'm sorry, I'm out of breath. Josh is also extremely talented. He is good with working on cars, mechanics. He has an artistic skill, like his artwork is immaculate, it's something that I've never seen before. He truly has a gift that is unique. And all of the things that he do are dedicated to his children. I've seen so much growth in Josh. I see someone in him that wants peace, stability, and a better future. I don't see any troublemaking in him. He's someone that wants to be there for his family. He works hard, and I can see him moving forward. So I respectfully ask that you consider giving Josh the opportunity to continue to grow. There are people who love him deep, that depend on him and believe in him. And I believe that he can be a positive member of the community if he gets another chance.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Teresa Mayfield, Miss Mayfield, you a friend?
Yes.
Okay,
I just wanted to break out what Mr. said. I've known Josh for almost 2 years, and as you can see behind me, I've purchased some of his artwork. I have a chef shirt that he made for me with some of his artwork on it. He's a very talented young man. He has taught me how to work on my children's cars, so it saves me a lot of money not to have to pay mechanic fees and shop fees. And he's come a long way in the 2 years that I've known him. And he's focused and driven on his art and his family and staying away from the people, places, and things that had construed him before and led him astray from the path that he wanted to be on. And I just want to say that he deserves an opportunity to flourish as he's begun to do. And I know he made mistakes. He didn't check in. He didn't make fines. But he's got people in his corner and his background that can help him financially and help him get to work and pay restitution so he can give back to society and give more to the community and his family with his artwork and his talents and his know-how on a lot of things. He knows a lot of things. Like he does construction work and stuff, and he doesn't mind teaching somebody how to do something for themselves with the knowledge that he has. So that's all I'd like to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, Miss Fran Alamo, your mother? You're on mute, Miss Alamo. Still on mute, ma'am.
I don't think she's too familiar with Zoom, sir.
I'll help her, girls.
I apologize. This is the first time I've used this Zoom
That's
thing.
fine. Like me.
Yes, I hear you laughing at me, son. All I want to say is I hope that y'all got my letter that I sent with the video. I Josh has had our flag growing up with his father. Didn't have that connection, and so I've done my best. Excuse me, I've done my best to raise him and his sister, along with my mother. He just didn't have a lot of male help. He lost my father when he was 9, so in the later years, he just didn't have what he really truly needed, and so we did the best we could. He's a very hard worker. He's got a great heart. He is like Teresa and Mindy said, his artwork is just amazing. And recently he asked me to help him with this little website that he's been working on. I mean, I'm just amazed at what he's done with this website from the ground up. And I mean, it's just amazing. But he really wants, he's tired of that past life. He really wants to continue to better himself and stay clean. And like said, he has not gotten into any trouble at all. The assault charge, I don't even know how he got that, but it was dismissed. All he was trying to do was protect my granddaughter, his daughter, who at the time was expecting. And he's very well known and liked. He's he's got so many friends, I don't even know half these people. But he's never had any kind of physical attacks or anything on any other human being, especially women. But he's never been in a fight. The trouble he's been in the past was, unfortunately, was all due to drugs. But he's clean now. He's really been trying. He's been focusing with therapy, focusing on his art, and he will drop at the drop of I'm sorry, my words are at the drop of a pin. He will stop what he's doing to go help someone else. When he was younger, he was riding through Lafayette Park, and there was an elderly couple that had a flat tire. I didn't even know he knew how to do that, and he stopped and he helped them. And he's done that many times over the years. You know,
Can you wrap it up now?
I'm sorry.
Can you go on
I'm
and wrap
sorry.
it up, please, ma'am?
Yes. So anyway, the family loves him. You know, we care. We're supporting him in his business that he wants to really get going. He wants to leave a legacy for his kids and his grandkids.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, and I would like to always say, Mr. Allemand, you had Mr. Melvin Whining here. He's a friend. He was just here in support.
Yes.
Okay. I don't have any further questions. Do my colleagues have any?
Oh, yeah, Mr. Alleman.
Yes, sir.
Why hadn't you got a job yet?
I have neuropathy. I had a head injury in 2008, and it causes my arm to go numb. When I was working at Little Caesars, I was making pizzas and throwing pizzas on accident. I didn't mean to. My hand would just let go. My arm goes numb. I was working at Bagwell Energy Services as a welder, and from holding the welding lead all day and TIG welding, it caused my arm to just fall numb. And I mean, I was messing a lot of welds up and it was costing the company money. So, I mean, I kept losing my work. So if you look at twistedcity504.com and you go to the about section, it explains to you my whole history. And my whole clothing brand that I've been working on for 15 years in prison. And when I got out, that's what I did with all the artwork that I've been doing for 15 years in prison, or 13 years in prison, was I implemented it and put it into the website. Or partially.
So that's what you're trying to do now with the t-shirt business?
Yes, well, it's not just a t-shirt business. I sell everything from shower curtains to tennis shoes. If you look at Miss Teresa Mayfield's back, that's a blanket. That's a blanket on the wall. I mean, I sell everything from home decor, and I mean, it's all custom, handmade, not handmade, but hand-drawn artwork.
Okay, what about drugs? Have you been involved in drugs lately?
No, sir, I've been clean. I was on Suboxone when I got incarcerated, but I'm clean now.
When's the last time you had drugs?
Before I got incarcerated, I was on Suboxone.
Okay. I have more questions.
Well, I have a question. Your artwork is extraordinary. It's beautiful, and
Thank you very much.
I can't draw a stick figure and anybody recognize it.
Me either. I'd be embarrassed if I did.
But listen, like you were saying just now that you're selling all this stuff, but yet you're in arrears.
Well, I haven't begun selling the stuff. So it took me about 5.5 to 6 months to step by step learn how to build a website. And then once I started building the website, I got locked up. So I didn't have the chance to complete the website. And like, I sold literally one hoodie since I've been incarcerated. I mean, and I haven't sold much at all.
That was it. Thank you.
Okay.
Panel, ready to vote. Okay, Mr. Alamo, the biggest problem is you can't take the law in your hand. You can't be going cut people's tires just to try to keep them around. And you're a fifth offender, you got to be in touch with your parole officer. I'll find you in violation of condition number 2, 3, and 4. And my vote is to revoke.
Okay.
Stapleton?
And I concur with Mr. Freeman, and I wish you every good fortune in the future and take his good advice.
And Mr. Tillers?
I'm going to concur. You really can't take the law in your own hands, but I hope that you will get your life together. That's my vote for today.
Good luck to you, sir.
Really revoke me.
Okay, Mr. Lattimore, good morning. My name is Pete Freeman. I'm going to be the chair today. To my left is Mr. Tillis, to my right is Ms. Stapleton. We're here for your revocation hearing. Please state your name and DLC number for the record.
Sean Lattimore, 423403.
Okay, Mr. Lattimore, do you have your parole questionnaire with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, did you sign that questionnaire? You realize you're not eligible for appointed counsel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you realize you want to proceed today without counsel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm your officer on today's hearing, Mr. Lattimore. Let me ask you something. I see you pled guilty to number 4, 9, and 10, correct?
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about work release?
I would love to attend work release. I'm one that y'all can see. I have an old DLC number. I roughly did 24 and a half years in prison.
Right. And
I never been to work release.
And I guess we gotta go on and read through the conditions anyway. Okay, let's go on and okay, upon my release, I will report no later than 48 hours to the Probation and Parole Office, Department of Public Safety and Corrections. It says that you failed to appear for intake. How do you plead to that charge?
I plead guilty with a statement. So.
Okay, go on and make your statement, please, sir.
Upon my release, sir, the resident that I was attending where my mother lived and the rest of my family lived, my mother attracted COVID and rid of the whole house. All my family died in the house, and when I got out, I had nowhere to go. I had nowhere to turn.
All right, and I would say that's probably the same for number 3. It's gonna be the same reasons. That's to live at the address on your certificate. I would take it, that would be the same reason. And I will not engage in any criminal activity associated with people known to be engaged in criminal activity and refrain from illegal use of drugs or alcohol. On 10/23/25, the parolee was arrested by Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office charged with misdemeanor criminal trespass. On 4/19/20, parolee again was arrested and charged with possession of Schedule 2. How do you plead to that charge?
I plead guilty with a statement again, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
The trespassing charge, like I just explained to you, sir.
Right.
Had nowhere to go. I was sleeping in an abandoned house.
Right.
And when the officers came and they got me.
I think there's very little drugs on you, right?
Yes, sir. I went to court. I attended court yesterday. I attended court yesterday. Spoke with my attorney. And I informed my attorney that me and my parole officer, Ms. Lewis, have spoken on several occasions. And she told me that if I can get the charge broke down to misdemeanor, she would take in consideration and give me a check, and she would come get me and bring me to the Salvation Army, and then we could start working on housing assistance, financial assistance, and mental health assistance, things of that nature. And so my parole officer got with the DA, and I got to go back to court next month on the 20th. But he says it's a strong possibility I can get it broke down to a misdemeanor. Simple misdemeanor.
Okay, I agree to visit at my residence or place of employment by my parole officer at any time. I also agree to searches of my personal property. That's pretty much the same. I take it you go ahead and at your mother's house because of the COVID.
Yeah, my mother contracted COVID and killed the whole house.
The last one is that you didn't pay supervision fees. How you plead to that charge?
Plead guilty with a statement, same statement.
Right, same statement. Okay. Okay, this is what we got. So you got pending charges. Your charges aren't disposed yet. So I can't put you in work release with pending charges. I move that we continue this hearing to after his court date next month, at which time that if the charges are down to misdemeanors,
yes,
I will recommend that you be placed in work release.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so, I'll move to continue it.
I concur.
Okay,
And I concur also.
okay, I got a second. All
Thank you.
right, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna continue it and, you know, go to court and take care of them. Just don't plead to a felony now, because we gotta get revoked if you plead to a felony.
Yeah, Ms. Lewis told me.
Very low, so I think you might be able to work something out.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
If it's God's will, thank y'all.
All right.
Sergeant Gibson, make sure that he has that form in front of him. It's a form that he signed before, about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, he signed a form that has to be in front of him while they're going over his paperwork.
Why are you saying that right now?
Teosha, you can put it on mute until till they're ready. Lieutenant Mitchell.
Yes, ma'am.
We just waiting on the other people to come in. They got other agencies that have to come in, so you can put it back on mute. You're just waiting.
Yes, ma'am. We were just making sure the sound was working properly.
10-4.
All right, good morning to you, sir. Mr. Armand, please state your name and DOC number for the record.
James Armand, 5236687.
Okay, my name is Pete Freeman. I'm gonna be your chairman today. Along on the panel with me is Mr. Tillis to my left, Ms. Stapleton to my right. Do you have a parole questionnaire with you?
No, sir.
Okay, we're gonna put one up on the screen. Tell us if that's your signature at the bottom. Is that you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you realize you're not available for appointed counsel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you ready to proceed today without appointed counsel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your case was assigned to Mr. Tillis. He's gonna read your violations. You can plead guilty or not guilty with or without a statement. Mr. Tillis?
Hi, Mr. James, how are you?
I'm all right.
Rule number 3, you failed to provide a current address. Several attempts were made to locate you at the address of recorded. All attempts were unsuccessful. A warrant for you was issued on 4/7/25 for absconding. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or with the statement?
Guilty.
You engage? I'm sorry. That was somebody else. Okay, rule number 4. You engage criminal activities on or about 6/27/25. Were arrested by the St. James Sheriff's Office. You are being charged with possession of Schedule 1 marijuana, methane, and drugs paraphernalia. The bill of information showing an offense date on June 26, 25, and a minute entry under SJM number 25, showing the case is still pending. Trial has been set for 3/24. The case has been continued for 4/20/26. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty?
Not guilty.
Go ahead.
I went to court June 15th. They dropped my charges down to misdemeanors.
Okay.
I pleaded guilty to 2 misdemeanors. Possession of marijuana and possession of drug paraphernalia.
What did they do with the heroin charge?
They threw it out. And the and the methamphetamine charge.
That was yours?
Sir?
That yours for personal use or the sale?
It wasn't mine at all.
You wasn't doing drugs at all?
No, I was smoking weed.
Okay, rule number 10, you failed to make the $63 a month supervision fee. At the time, you are currently $252 in the arrear. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty?
Guilty.
Okay. How long have you been incarcerated?
13 months.
Okay, what about the drugs? Do you have a problem using drugs?
Yes, sir. I got a letter for acceptance to go into the Grove in Sorrento, Louisiana.
What about DOC? What would you go to DOC treatment if we don't revoke you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because I'd rather you in an inpatient DOC facility than at the Grove. No offense to the Grove, but I just know what kind of facility we have.
Okay.
I have no questions.
All right, I'm ready to work. Let's Miss Carol and Heavy. Go ahead, Pete.
Okay.
Yeah.
I find you in violation of conditions number 3, 4, and 10. My vote today in lieu of revocation is to send you to a long-term inpatient DOC facility, at which time you're to follow all the conditions upon release to the streets. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now man, make sure you stay up there and listen. Get something out of this because you're not getting many more chances.
Okay.
All right?
How long am I have to do?
6 months to 9 months, depending on what program they put you in.
Okay.
Okay? Gotta get something out of it though. Okay, Ms. Tillis
I concur with Mr. Freeman, Mr. James.
and Ms. State.
And I concur with Mr. Freeman also.
All right, bud.
All right.
Up to you.
Thank you.
Okay, the parole board's called back to order. We are now at Lincoln Parish Detention Center. We're here for a revocation on Mr. Watts. My name is Pete Freeman. I am the acting chair. To my right is Ms. Stapleton. To my left is Mr. Tillis. Is there any staff with you present in there, Mr. Watts?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please state your name, whoever's with you. Who's with you?
This is Deputy Hall.
How you doing, Deputy Hall? Have y'all had any problems with Mr. Watts since he's been there?
No, sir, we have not.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, Mr. Watts, please state your name and DOC number for the record.
LACARIN WATTS, 569571.
Okay, and you're here today for your revocation hearing. Do you have your parole questionnaire with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, did you sign that questionnaire?
Yes, sir. I had signed it.
Okay, you realize they found you not eligible for appointed counsel. If you wanted to counsel, you'd have to hire them.
I have to hire one. I mean, like, I could use the Energy Board, or I gotta hire one by getting a job.
No, you would have to hire one if you wanted one. Are you on any mental health medication at the present time?
No, no, sir.
Okay. Have you ever taken mental health medication?
Yes, sir. One time, but I really don't know for sure with mental health or not. They didn't diagnose I had a problem, but I know I was injured. It was like for an injury, I would believe that I guess I was like kind of dazed up, and I just needed a little medicine to cure that. But I don't think it was like mental problem or nothing, just an injury. I'm not really for sure about that. We didn't get to finish the diagnosis and thing. We were just making assumptions, so I really don't know. But what they put me on medicine for was like something was wrong with my stomach.
Okay, have you ever been in a mental health facility?
No, sir. I don't know, sir. No, sir. I don't believe so. No, sir.
All right. Okay, your case, when we can question your mother further. She's here, Ms. Watts. We'll ask her when it's her turn. Maybe she can clear some things up. I tell you what, Ms. Watts, why don't you talk to us now? What kind of mental health problems your son has?
Hello?
Yes,
ma'am.
It's her.
Okay.
Maybe she can clear some things up. Yeah. Would you turn off the YouTube, please?
Oh, I forgot that was still, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ms. Watts, tell me, has your son ever been treated for mental health illness?
When he was locked up, they diagnosed him for bipolar and schizophrenia. It was on his paperwork when he came home.
Okay, did they dismiss him with any medication?
No, from my understanding, like right before he got out, they had stopped him from taking it, but they did ask him when he got out that he was supposed to go to the mental health and get a counselor and talk to him, which we tried. We went one time, but LACARIN just don't want to take medicine. He don't believe he should take medicine, but it's very clear that he needs it.
Gotcha.
And he don't quite understand. Like in speaking with him, he ain't gonna get a quite good understanding of nothing you saying. He act like he understanding it, but reality is he don't.
I got you. Yes, ma'am. Okay, all right. All right, Ms. Stapleton, you can proceed with your questions.
Okay, all right, well, what we have here is a rule violation, and it says, I will not engage in criminal activity, nor will I associate with people who are known in criminal activity. I will avoid bars and casinos, and I will refrain from illegal use of drugs and alcohol. In reference to, this is rule number 4, in reference to this condition, Officer Reddick stated Watts was arrested by the Ruston Police Department on May 14, 2026 for the offense of aggravated assault. Officer Reddick presented a case narrative report from Officer Michael Watts of the Ruston Police Department detailing the incidents involving the offense, to which he responded on April 30th, 2026. Details summarized as follows. On April 30th, 2026 at 8:51, Officer Watts responded to an aggravated assault complaint in Ruston, Louisiana. He spoke with Natasha Watts, who stated her son, LACARIN LACARIN Watts pulled a knife on her and threatened to cut her. She stated she came home sometime after 8 p.m., confronted LACARIN after an incident that had happened earlier in the day. She stated he became very irate, grabbed his white folding knife, pointed the knife at her and stated, "I will cut you." She stated she did want to pursue charges and would call if LaCaren returned. Officer Watts obtained an arrest report for LaCaren Watts on the offense of aggravated assault on May 14th, 2026. Watts was arrested on this warrant. And then in this report, it said the charge is still pending. And then at the preliminary report, it said at this time, parolee Watts was given the opportunity to speak on this violation. Watts stated that there is no problem between his mother and him at the time, and that he loves his mother. He hopes that the parole board will understand the incident and everything will work out for the best. So how do you plead on this? Did you pull the knife and point it at your mother, and then she was fearful?
Well, no, I don't believe so, no, because I would never heard of, but what I'm saying, I just didn't want to escalate nowhere farther than that, I'm saying? I don't want nobody to get hurt, but sometimes, you just gotta have the person with yourself to have the state of mind and understand that, I'm saying, it's getting too out of place that sometimes you just gotta stop it there. That's all I was doing, because it wasn't no real argument, I'm saying? It wasn't like I would mean to hurt nobody, or she would mean to hurt me either. It was just, I'm saying, we had been around each other a long time, and we just can't, we love each other, so, that time we missed being together, it's gonna be hard to make up, I'm saying? It just flares up so fast that the emotions just go too far. It wasn't like we were going to hurt each other, but
Okay, so let me ask you, let's back up. So emotions were flared. Did you pull a knife, and did you say that in the heat of emotion?
Well, that's not really a problem. No, I have to say no to that one, but I can't say the emotion was up. They're just the emotions or just the simple things, just that. Because like I said, we've been gone a long time in situations, but we love each other. It wasn't going no farther than love, how much I love her, it really didn't have to go nowhere, but it just, sometimes, you gotta understand that.
Not guilty?
Yeah, yes, ma'am, not guilty for sure, yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, so then on number 5, I should not have in possession or control any firearms or dangerous weapons. The detail of the violation of this condition was stated above, with the knife being considered a dangerous weapon in that Watts threatened physical bodily harm with it. At this time, parolee Watts was given the opportunity to speak on this violation. Watts stated that there is no problem between his mother and him at the time, and that he loves his mother. He hopes that the parole board will understand the incident and everything will work out for the best. So how do you plead, guilty or not guilty to having a knife?
Well, I really like since like I say, of having a knife or of a dangerous weapon though. No, I plead not guilty because it just was a knife, protect myself if anything happened, wasn't to hurt nobody. Like I say, I would never put up for nothing or to hurt people, just a simple object that you used any object you could have used that would hurt somebody, not, but that could just defend yourself, But in the heat of
We're going to call an executive session. We're going to call for executive session.
I second.
We have a motion for an executive session in a second. We'll be in executive session. We'll be right back.
Mama, she can hear me?
I can't hear you. I can't hear nothing you saying, baby. It's mute.
Okay, we're back in session. Time is 10:19. Mr. Watts, after discussing things confidentially, we feel that it's necessary for you to be sent to Hunt for an evaluation, at which time they will give us your mental health diagnosis, and that way we can proceed from there. I think you should have had appointed counsel at your hearing. So that's gonna be our motion today. We're gonna continue the hearing and we're gonna send you to Hunt or another facility to have a mental health evaluation. Okay?
Does that mean he's gonna be locked up?
He will be going straight to Hunt for the evaluation. Yes, he's not getting out. Okay, that's a final decision. Okay. Parole board is back in session, time 10:27. My name is Pete Freeman. I am the acting chair. To my left is Mr. Tillis. To my right is Ms. Stapleton. Mr. Young, state your name and DOC number for the record.
MILTON Young, 378-644.
Okay. Mr. Young, you're here today for a parole revocation hearing. Do you have your parole questionnaire with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you realize you're not eligible for appointed counsel. If you wanted counsel, we would have to hire. You would have to hire.
Yeah, I would like to have counsel.
But you're not eligible. Are you gonna be able to retain your own?
No, do indigent.
Right, but for a preliminary hearing, all you have to is, it's not based on whether you're indigent. It's whether you can read, write, and understand the violations. You can read and write and understand the violation, correct?
Yes, I can read and write.
Okay, so we're gonna proceed today, as they found you eligible, that you were not eligible for appointed counsel. Okay?
You're gonna say something?
Okay, go ahead.
Not
Yep.
what?
Yeah, I am under the influence of mental health medication.
What kind of mental health medication you take?
I'm not exactly sure the name of it, but I take 2 different medications for mental health.
Okay, because on your questionnaire, you said that you wasn't on mental health medication.
They placed me on it within the last month or so.
Okay. Who placed you on it?
The medical staff here at the prison.
Okay, is anybody in there with you?
Yeah, I can call a lady. She's standing right outside the door.
Yeah, call her. I want to see what kind of medication you're taking. We're gonna be in the same shape.
Good minute.
I know. What you gonna do?
But you see, this is what I don't understand. It says it.
Ma'am, could you come in, please?
Yes, sir.
How you doing? State your name, please, for me.
Monique, Cuban Mindy.
Okay, Miss Monique, do you know if he's on mental health medication or not?
I don't know.
Okay, I have no alternative but to continue this hearing till we see if he's on mental health medication or not. To decide if you're eligible for appointed counsel.
Yes.
Is there any way you could find out what he's on?
That's what I was about to ask you. Can you call and find out what's my mental health medication that I'm taking?
Legally, I'm just a deputy. They're not supposed to release that kind of information to me.
So you don't have nobody from medical lab? They can release it to us. All right, we
Give her a call for a medical staff.
She about to call the medical.
hang on for just a second.
Anybody from second floor medical, come in.
Okay, Mr. Young, we delved into, the circumstances and we feel that this hearing needs to be continued because you do need appointed counsel. You are on some medications that have been verified, so we're gonna continue to date and get them to get you appointed counsel, okay? All right, you're on mute.
Could you get someone to get you off of mute?
Shake your head if you understand me. Okay, you understand that we're gonna, I just want to note it for the record, the defendant is shaking his head at, yeah, oh, here comes the lady. She can turn it back on. Okay, Mr. Miller, understood what I said, that we're gonna continue your hearing and get you appointed counsel.
Okay, can I have a date, please?
Well, we gotta see how quick they can get it to you. Hopefully they'll get the appointed counsel and we'll have the hearing as soon as possible, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, ma'am, sir.
You're welcome.